Hi, happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. So I am back. I'm going to pull some cards for the collective this evening. See what would like to come through for you. I have been very busy and I'm extremely sorry that I've not been uploading as many readings as I perhaps had been in the past. I now have a new project that does take up some of my other time, so I'm dedicating a lot of my time to some other healing work, which is personal to me and very, very necessary for me. I've also been busy having a bit of a declutter. So there's something new which I will be sharing with you. It is completely separate to my channel here, but I have set up another channel which I shall share with you in the future. I have yet, yes, to do some content. I will, of course, start filming content for the new channel very soon. But as I say, moving away from this channel, but this is, of course, this is our home. Original Whispers from the Divine. We're here to give you some soul guidance this evening, give you as much help and clarity and guidance as you need on your journey. We are all on our individual journeys. We've all gathered different life experiences. We're all at different stages and different levels of our journey. So I always ask all of you that are present to be respectful of others. Of course, you are all welcome. So let's make each and every one of us welcome. So we're pulling a You Got This card this evening to begin with. Let's see what the universe wants you to know at this time. So thank you, Spirit. Let's get a card for the collective at this time. So the energies around this weekend, what's the messages? Oh, thank you. That the collective needs to know. So don't waste your beautiful mind on ugly thoughts. To lead the orchestra, you must turn your back on the crowd. Okay. Like you, yeah, although it appears that I'm heading in a different direction, I'm not. So perhaps you feel as though your person's heading in another direction. You know, perhaps that's what you're thinking about or worrying about. But oh no, they're out there singing to your tune. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Life is the best gift. Top of the deck, we all have ability. The difference is how we use it. Let's split the deck and we have, you can do it if you put your mind into it. Okay? You can do it if you put your mind into it. It does take a lot sometimes. A lot of you probably don't know, but I do indeed. Yeah, endure a lot of chronic pain. Yes, that's all part of this healing journey and being an empath. But, I definitely have to juggle anything that I take on. It does kind of feel like juggling, needing to find that right balance, and needing to understand, work with the signs and signals that the body is giving you, knowing when you're overdoing it, knowing when to stop and to rest. Perhaps that's something that you need to do with your mind at this time. Perhaps your mind has been overthinking and racing about all the, potential pitfalls or potential brick walls. Okay. All the things that could potentially go wrong. Instead of, focusing on the beauty of what is around you. That's something that I've been turning my attention to my beautiful garden. I'm yet to share that with you. That is my own secret garden. I might share clippets of it with you over time, but I am indeed on my healing journey. So I'm working on growing all sorts of herbs and wonderful plants that are going to be, helpful for their healing properties. Perhaps grow my own tea. I'll certainly be using the herbs to make my own tea. Using the rosemary to make my own hair oils and spritzes. Life is the best gift. It's about making the most of what you do have. How are you going to look at things? Maybe you've needed to turn your back to the crowd, to what other people are doing, saying, perhaps wanting you to do. But the things that bring you joy and are beautiful for you in your life are very, very different. The things that make your heart and soul sing aren't out of the ordinary. They are beyond ordinary. Let's get a moonology. And one for luck. Your commitment is being tested. So perhaps, again, going back, maybe you do feel as though you're juggling. Perhaps it does feel as if you're juggling the things that you love at this time. What is it that you need to get rid of? What is it that you love? What brings you joy? How can you find the time? How can you make time to fit everything into your schedule that you do enjoy? Perhaps you do have a lot going on at the moment. And so your commitment to the things that you love at this time is being tested. Take time to breathe out. So being outdoors is very important for you right now. Let's get another card. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. So if you do have a lot of things going on, how can you perhaps join join them together. Perhaps there's a way of you making them all work together for you. Much like, much like the conductor to the orchestra who has their back to the crowd at the bigger picture. Bottom of the deck, new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. It's like there's the fishes swimming in harmony and balance. It's being in the flow with one another. So it's time for you to just be in the flow with life, with the universe. Okay. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhat, somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment. If that's what you've had before, and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces energy for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. But your commitment is being tested at this time. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works. Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. And look at the bigger picture. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma at this time? Fretting over minute details can be counterproductive, or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. It's also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best, the universe could surprise you. Okay. You might be surprised at what the universe has in store for you. Let's pull an angels and ancestors card. So, thank you, angels and ancestors. Guardians of the four corners, mother in the earth, father in the sky. Angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. Look at the bigger picture. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Wise one, grow within your inner situations. Okay. Bottom of the deck. We have Peacekeeper. Let's go of the need to be right. It is time to choose peace. You are indeed choosing peace. That's what all this energy is. It's all about. It's a time for you to meditate, to let go of the need to be right and just to look at the bigger picture. Looking over what is. What is really your truth? What is it that you really believe? Are there any beliefs that you're holding on to that have been holding you back? Being your best self. Top of the deck, exchange energy to create abundance. Here we go, top of the deck, trader. Very interesting. Okay, so this is our final message. Peacekeeper. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right, rather than trying to prove a point. Save your energy for what's important. The Peacekeeper is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat or to stand up for what she believes in and what is right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. So move beyond ancestral patterns. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. You know, sometimes we think that we need to walk the path of our ancestors. You know, many people, yes, have had, it's like that generational wealth, you know, passed on through, you know, businesses. You know, they have family run businesses and that kind of thing. You know, it's interesting. Perhaps what your family and ancestors do for a living or for life is very different to the path that you're walking. Perhaps there was, yeah, indeed, there was a calling for it within your family. But fear kept blocking that. And so your soul, you were born. You were born to overcome, to break that pattern. Okay. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balanced with the earth. So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to the ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life should be. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks they have created for you. When this card appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. So, as indeed we are to remember that the universe has our back. Let's pull a universe as your back to close out this evening's message. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Really do appreciate each and every one of you. I honour how I want to feel. You get to decide what you take on. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. You get to decide what you take on. You get to decide if you keep it or not. On top of the deck, remember, yeah, the universe has my back. So thanks, everybody. That was tonight's message. Thank you. Take care. I'll see you very soon. Much love. Bye for now.